How's it going, you guys? Tyler with Mindful Moto. I've been kind of absent on YouTube here. Just been super busy, got a new job and stuff. So I got lots of stuff coming here this summer. But this review is on some HD, but it's spacers that I threw on my Toyota Prius from Prius Offroad. So they have a 1.5 inch spacer in the front that you can buy. It comes in combo. You can either do front and back 1.5 inches, or you can go with a 1.5 inch. It's actually a whole they call it a HD spring. So I ended up going with those, and I've been very pleased with it so far. And yeah, I'll show you my Prius here. This is a 2016 Toyota Prius. I've got bigger tires on here since I did the lift. That's one of the benefits. I went with these 205/70/15 tires. Actually kind of helped with the ride as well. A little bit more cushion instead of the 195s that I had on there is what the stock ones are. You can also throw 215s on, so you can throw an even bigger tire on this car. A lot of people throw on like the Yokohamas, Avid GTs, I think they're called. Give you a little bit more of the all-terrain look and everything, a little more aggressive. So I opted to go with something a little in between, a little bit more aggressive knobbies, but I didn't want it to affect my miles per gallon too much. Right now I'm getting about 45 to 50 miles per gallon, kind of springtime. During the winter I was getting more like low 40s, so definitely affected the miles per gallon when you throw a bigger tire on there. So I would imagine if you went with the 215 tires, you're probably going to be close to that 40 mile per gallon range on this. So there's a 1.5 inch spacer on the front. You take the strut off and you put the little spacer on the top. That took a couple hours to do, just first time around. Second time I'm sure would be a lot easier. On the back, you throw completely new springs on. This was actually fairly easy to do. So yeah, if I can do it, you could probably do it. I try to do most of my maintenance on stuff, but I'm by no means like a professional mechanic or anything like that. So yeah, lots of pros to this. You get that extra ground clearance, as you can see there. It's quite a bit higher, especially when you add in the tires. Here in Minnesota, there's like ice chunks that you'll get on the road that come off of cars, and just having that additional 2 inches of ground clearance kind of makes a difference. It really does. I don't hit curbs anymore in the front. It's got enough clearance in the front to like just get over basically everything I need to. Obviously I still got front wheel drive, so this is by no means going to be like a Subaru that can just, you know, blast through a bunch of off-road stuff. But for me, it was kind of ground clearance, and then the ability to add a trailer to haul dirt bikes. My plan this summer is to get back into motocross racing, and I'm gonna have to haul a trailer with this. And with those HD springs just being a little bit stiffer, it's gonna be a lot better just hauling the trailer. I did not replace my front struts, and they probably should have been replaced. I just didn't have the money at the time. I really wish I would have done that, because now the rear is pretty dang stiff and the front is definitely a little bit soft. So if you're gonna do this whole job, I highly recommend just replacing the front struts at the same time. Save yourself time and money in the long run, because now I'm gonna have to spend some time throwing those struts on, and I could have done it already. So, but yeah, I'm definitely happy with this. Cons to this setup: when it's windy or when there was snow, I definitely felt like I'd kind of dance a little bit with the handling. When you do this, you also want to do an alignment right away. The alignment was pretty far off for like a couple days when I was driving, and it was a little bit sketchy, so get that done right away. The spacer kit, I don't know if I mentioned it, there's about 350 bucks to just get a 1.5 inch spacer in the front, and you can do it in the back with the stock coils back there for the shocks. But it's $550 if you go with the shock. So I just ended up, you know, knowing that I'm going to be hauling a trailer and stuff, I went with the bigger shock in the back. But yeah, I've been happy with that setup so far. And yeah, it's just got kind of more of an aggressive look. You know, I bought this car, I was doing Uber at the time, needed something that got great gas mileage, saved me some money, and it's been a great car. I got almost 200,000 miles on this thing, and I've had literally no issues. So tough to beat a Toyota, and just the ability to kind of, you know, have like kind of a different looking car is kind of cool too. It definitely kind of stands out a little bit and makes it a little bit different. So highly recommend looking into Prius Offroad. I think from my research, they seem to be like the highest quality kind of product you can buy. It's a guy out of, I think, California. So check it out. And if you want to follow along with my journey, I've been like working out, trying to get in shape here for the motocross season. Anybody that's done motocross, they know it is grueling. It's I think it's got to be the hardest sport in the world, pretty much. I mean, it's exhausting. You're running like close to 200 beats per minute for multiple laps, and it's just like, it's very intense. So yeah, trying to get in shape for that. I just turned 40, and just excited for this new year. Got a new job, got new things happening, so I got more content coming for you guys. And if you got any questions, leave them below. Happy to answer those. Other people that have had this, chime in. But yeah, appreciate all the subscribers I've got over the last year. Gonna keep things rolling, and I hope you guys have a great 2026.